All right. So here's an introduction to VAT. So VAT makes a part of financial math as well. So I'll just give you a brief explanation of what VAT is. So VAT is value added tax. So when you buy something and you see VAT, just know that that's money that belongs to SARS, which is South African Revenue Service. And so every citizen pays tax in one way or another. And so even on clothing, it's there. Even on food, it's there. And so that's why you'd have to pay it, because it's basically money that the government makes off the citizens. Okay, and if you want further explanation, this would be a good time to start a conversation with your parents, just to show them that you're thinking. Okay, so now listen. It says there a pair of sneakers cost 1,200 rands, VAT excluded, meaning there isn't VAT in that amount. So it says determine the price of sneakers after VAT was added. I'm going to read that again. A pair of sneakers costs 1,200 rands, VAT excluded. Determine the price of the sneakers after VAT was added. Okay, so a few keywords there. VAT excluded, VAT added, VAT excluded. So the amount there, 1,200 rands, is the amount without VAT. That there in the brackets is very important. And then we need to add the VAT on the 1,002 to find out what the value of the sneakers was after the VAT was included. Now you'll see that in the exercise that I gave you, VAT is 14%, but I want you to use 15%, right? Do not use 14% because VAT has since changed, and so we are now working with the current VAT percentage. So let us start. The pair of sneakers is 1,200 rands, and so we need to calculate what it is after we add VAT. So let us take 1,200 rands, and then we're going to multiply this by 15 over 100. So this is the first way of doing it, right? And after this, I'm going to show you a different way, which is similar to the previous sum that we did. So if you were to take 1,002 multiply by 15 over 100, y over 100 because it's percentage, and so that gives us 180 rands. So if that gives us 180 rands, that means we're going to take 1,200 rands plus 180 rands. 180, and so that gives us a total of 1,380 rands. Okay, and so the second way of doing this is by saying 1,200 rands multiplied by 100 plus 15 over 100. And so on the calculator, it should give us the straight answer. That will be 100 plus, okay, 1,200 multiplied by 100. Let's have that as a fraction. 100 plus 15 over 100. And so that gives us a straight answer of 1380. 1380. Excuse me. 1380. Okay, so I'm going to explain these two slowly. Okay, so the first one says you've got 1,002. So now you want to find out what is 15% of 1,200 rands. And so we find out that it is 180. And so we need to add that 180 to the 1,200 rand. And so that's what gives us a total of 1,380. On the other side, it is similar to the previous one that we did. So you've got 1,200, and then you multiply that because you want the amount that is 100% plus the VAT. Do you see that? So the 1,200 rands is the 100% cost of the sneakers. So the sneakers cost 100%, which is 1,002. So if we add the VAT on top of that, it's no longer 100%, it's 100 plus 15, so it's 115%, and that is over 100. And so if you put that on your calculator, straight away it will give you the price 1,380. And so that's how you would do that as well. So I hope that this makes sense, and now you can spread your wings. So some of the questions would be in reverse when it comes to VAT. Some of them will be so this amount includes the VAT, and so you would have to calculate what is the VAT amount added onto that, or what is the percentage of the profit that was added onto that. And so you should be able to work forward and backwards with these kinds of calculations, because now these things should be making sense to you. And so yeah, so feel free to give me questions regarding stuff that you do not know, but just try to watch the video as many times as you can, and eventually it will make sense. All right, enjoy the rest of your day.